A Cabinet colleague has said it's up to Angela Rayner how she spends her money as criticism continues over her purchase of an £800,000 flat in Hove.
Critics are accusing the Deputy Prime Minister of hypocrisy over her tax affairs. But is the scrutiny of her life, her houses, her property portfolio fair? Or are her critics just snobs because she's a working-class woman who's done good? Former Tory MP Edwina Currie says there's nothing wrong with criticising the Deputy Prime Minister, but former Labour advisor Scarlett McGwire says it is snobbery, likening it to a woman having to know her place. Right, Edwina Currie, very good morning to you both, indeed. Edwina, I wonder if you could just outline for viewers what you think Angela Rayner's done wrong.
Oh, I don't think Angela Rayner's done anything wrong.
OK.
I'm delighted to see that Angela Rayner has joined the aspirational middle-class capitalists. I'm not entirely sure how she's managed to do it on a meagre salary of £159,000 a year. But no, it's absolutely wonderful. What bothers me is that if you are in charge of housing and local government and homelessness, and if you have said very clearly, I'm quoting, we'll crack down on second home owners who are pricing people out, and then you do exactly that. Well, I think that's something I would criticise. I think that's actually something she shouldn't have done.
OK. Right, Scarlett. She buys an £800,000 flat.
Which is standard price for Hove,
in
right?
Hove, which is on the south coast of England. She is a constituency MP up in Greater Manchester.
Right, so I don't want to go into her property stuff much, but actually it was a divorce settlement. She doesn't have a house in Manchester anymore. She stays there, and she's bought a place in Hove because her partner's children live there, OK? What I really resent is this whole thing. If you read the Daily Mail's coverage, and she goes to these restaurants, and then we have a picture of her in a £125 coat, as though she's not allowed to do that. And then we have a picture of her holding up a glass of wine.
Who says she's not allowed to wear a £125
they say that
coat and hold a glass of wine?
So it was like her going to Glyndebourne. What's Angela Rayner doing at Glyndebourne? Because it's as though, because she's a working-class woman, that actually she can't appreciate opera. I mean, this is absolute madness. I mean, Angela Rayner, as we all know, is a woman of many contradictions, and she just loves music, and it doesn't matter whether it's the Ibiza rave or whether it's Glyndebourne. She just loves it. So why can't she just be herself?
And when Edwina Currie says that she's joining the aspirational middle classes, is that only because she's going to have 3 homes, or is it also because if she's trying to reduce her stamp duty bill, that's what all these other middle-class people would want to do as well?
It's got lots and lots of working-class people own their own homes. Angela Rayner now owns 1 house. Nobody says, oh, how many houses, you know, the last few prime ministers have, who had number 10. Rishi had number 10. He had a house in London. He had a house in Yorkshire. That's fine. This isn't... Angela Rayner is Angela Rayner. Just leave her alone. If we want to criticise her, criticise her for what she does. Don't criticise her for, you know, going out to restaurants for having a glass of rosé.
Edwina Currie, do you think that Angela Rayner is treated differently? I mean, I seem to remember every single politician gets scrutinised for properties they own and money they earn and how they act as a politician and whether they're relatable to their voters.
Yes, that's absolutely right. And indeed, they have to respond to that criticism. I don't think this story is finished yet, because I've just taken a look at Angela Rayner's register of members' interest, where you declare what you've received from other people. And there's no entries on there since last December. And I think the contrast is with somebody, if I may, like Ed, when he was a government minister, when he was a cabinet minister. There were no questions against his integrity. What he said was what he did. It's not as if we are worried about the price of properties in Hove, because, you know, all these second homeowners are buying them up. Angela Rayner isn't one of those. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, she is. And we're not worried about absent MPs who should be looking after patches that really need their care, like Ashton under Lyme, because Angela Rayner isn't one of those. Oh, wait, yes, she is. You know, she should be up here. I'm just down the road from there. She should be up here making sure that her patch is as prosperous and as vibrant as it possibly could be. And where is she? She's taken herself off to Hove. And then she's adding to the housing crisis by occupying a property. Oh, and wait a minute. No, she doesn't. She lives in London, doesn't she? Because she's in Admiralty Arch. It's a bit confusing, isn't it?
Can I ask you, Edwina, do the aspirational middle classes, do they vape on boats?
Well, I suppose some do. I don't have any kind of snobbery about it. I actually admire her. I think she's done extremely well for herself.
And if she has got tax advice and reduced her stamp duty bill legally, is she doing what any aspirational middle-class person would do?
Well, of course, if you only have one home, you don't have that as a problem, do you?
Yeah, but as you know, if you're a member of Parliament, that's hard. And if you're in a modern family where you have lots of kids all over the place?
But that's at least possible. But if you're going to be like that, if you're going to have several properties, and you'll remember Michael Meacher had, I think, about 13 at a time when he was in the Labour government. It's not uncommon. If you're going to have lots and lots of properties, when you are in charge of doing something about homelessness, when you have been trying to crack down on second homes, what doesn't quite fit is if you're one of the people you're criticising. That's a classic case of do as I say, not do as I do.
Final question, really quickly for both of you. The Mail says this is Labour critics trying to undermine what will be the next leader of the Labour Party. Will she be, Edwina?
Well, it's certainly undermining her own situation. I mean, you can't at one and the same time be claiming the moral high ground on a particular class distinction, if you like, and then be behaving quite visibly, quite openly, as if you are completely in a different group. That's not going to go down very well with the Labour Party, or indeed with Jeremy Corbyn's party, or I suspect with Reform.
She owns one house, and let's say the Daily Mail story comes from the Conservatives. It's the Conservatives
Will she be the next leader of the Labour Party?
I don't think so, but I don't think it's got anything to do with this.
OK.
Thank you both very much indeed. Fiery. We asked you on X, are Rayner's critics just being snobby about a working-class hero? 40% of you said yes, 60% of you said no. And in response to criticism of her financial affairs, Angela Rayner's team have said the Deputy Prime Minister paid the relevant duty in line with relevant requirements and entirely properly. Any suggestion otherwise is entirely without basis.